All right, here is everything that I am packing for Masters Worlds. Now, most of this stuff is going to go into item number 1, which is a golf bag, which is big enough to fit my tiller. We've got, because it's going to be a lot of stuff, we've got a handheld scale right here. And of course, we always want to check we always want to make sure that the stuff doesn't get lost. So we got air tags. We always want to make sure the batteries work. So we got batteries in a Ziploc bag. When we get to the boat, we're going to want to measure the rig. So we got measuring tape. We're going to want to adjust our rudder as well. So we got a crescent wrench and some vice grips there. We're going to have the rudder line be as thin as possible. We might use this super thin twine to save some weight. Otherwise, we have some nice 1mm Dyneema. We have got to cut that. Of course, we're going to need a knife. We've got a circular file if we need to check the rudder angle, and a digital protractor there. Again, needs a battery, so we got battery. If there's any, we're going to go ahead and check all the fittings on the boat. So got our Phillips head screwdriver. If there's anything leaking, we've got our bottle of caulking right there. Tillers, we've got our ILCA tiller for boats built after 2020. I think this is from E6. If for some reason our boat gets damaged, we need to use a laser tiller. That's my laser tiller for boats built before 2020. We have our primary tiller from Rooster, a spare tiller as well. What else? Let's keep trucking here. So we have a spare extension there. Traveler lines. We've got a brand new traveler line from Southeast Sailboats here, and an Allen block. A little on the light side, they can crack. So we've got our trusty Harkin, a little beefier Harkin traveler block, and a spare traveler, also from Southeast Sailboats, but has about a year on it. We are going to need to set up a hiking strap line. So again, back to our Dyneema, and then we're gonna need a hiking strap shock cord. We got that right here. And we're gonna need a ratchet block. So we got our ratchet block right here with a little cover on there for the main sheet. Spare ratchet in case that one goes out. A ratchet stand, the rubber thing. In case we need to put on any more of that duct tape, we got duct tape here. I have a white one, protect the sail. Zip tie is always good for setting up your ratchet block. And you always need scissors to be able to cut the zip ties. Or, better yet, use a Leatherman, or I like the SOG tools for just twisting the things, the zip ties off. We've got our primary main sheet, our backup main sheet, which will serve as a tow line. We've got a, let's see here. Hang on, let me turn the page on my to-do list here. And, thin rope for the daggerboard line. Again, we'll go with the thin white stuff there. Red marking pen for the daggerboard to mark my positions. We have our daggerboard line. We've got our deck blocks. I like to tie everything together there. We have this is our mast retainer. I call it a Spivak. You can ask Walt why he calls it that. In front of the mast, we'll have our Velcro to prep the deck for the Velcro. We'll have alcohol wipes. And in case the Velcro comes loose, we've got Gorilla Glue in a fresh thing of Gorilla Glue in a Ziploc bag. Where are we at? We are at, okay, we're at number 44. We've got our outhaul assembly, the primary and secondary. We've got our in-haul that ties up around the mast. We have our shock cord for outhaul with this clue strap attached. And some little bits of rope there. I guess that can be used for the, that can be used maybe for the daggerboard. I don't know. Okay, we've got spare clue straps. We have our boom vang assembly, and our Cunningham assemblies in here as well. And we have a little strap to hold the vang key into the boom. We have bits of thin electrical tape that I'll use to mark my mast for my settings, be able to replicate them. All right, where are we at here? And, okay, that was number 50. And we need electrical tape. So electrical tape, we got various types. It'll be good for the tiller. It'll be good for the gooseneck to prevent chafe. We've got hull coat for the bottom, rags to apply the hull coat. We have, I'm doing this against my to-do list so I don't forget anything. We have a wind indicator. We have a spare wind indicator. We have our 2 timers for either tack. We have a spare little band for the timer. All right. We have got our compass with a retaining line. We've got our compass case. We've got our, for the coaching session beforehand, we've got the GoPro. We've got the GoPro mount, kind of cool, mounts onto the bow. GoPro case, GoPro charging cable. Where are we at here? We're up to item 64. This will be helpful. A sail. We've got our sail. We've got our 3 battens with the name written on it. We have cassette telltale tape. We'll have electrical tape if we need it there. Okay, item 68, wool telltales. Wool's better when it's wet. Cassette tape's better when it's dry. All right, and we have, to carry stuff on the coach boat, we have this nice waterproof bag. To kind of keep the tools in place, we'll have the this bad boy, a little fanny pack, and we've got, okay, we have packing tape for the mast. I don't know why that slipped through my list, but I laid it out. But anyway, packing tape right here. Keep the mast nice and tight. And going through here. All right, now we're working on nutrition. Oh, and then dry bag. Oh, and then duffel bag to keep everything. If I need to take stuff to and from the regatta site, we got that. We've got another bag that I can use for any spare ropes and stuff that can get wet. So this one's dry. That one is not waterproof, but it works, and a little phone carrier too. All right, and headlamp in case we need to work on the boat at night. It'll be in a Ziploc bag. Okay, water bottles. Got to stay hydrated. 100-ounce puppies. These things are. We will not be dehydrated. I like hammer heed. I'll put that in a Ziploc before. I'm sure there won't be any problem traveling internationally with some white powder in Ziploc bags. Recoverite for after sailing. And then the protein collagen as well. Stuff is from Costco, good stuff. We then have ice packs for the knees for after sailing. We have a foam roller as well. We have, and then for afterwards to get everything off the boat, we've got Goo Gone and a magic eraser. And then, okay. Then for rigging up on each day, always good to have a VHF radio so you can listen to what the race committee is saying. A VHF radio charger, a sun hat, a sun shirt, nice long sleeve shirt. And I'll have actually a couple of those. And for changing, a bath mat to stand in the concrete. Might be hot, might be dirty. A towel as well to wrap around. And okay, now let's talk about the sailing gear itself. Boots. These will, by the way, these will go on either side of the tiller to protect it. I've got my Sandy Line hiking pants for, I haven't worn these before, so they should be good. They're thin, they're a little tight, but people assure me that they're not too small. I've got my trusty Rooster hiking pants, a little warmer, but you know, as a backup. Hiking pant protectors. This is the heavy duty Lycra stuff that Rooster makes. Good stuff, extends the life of your hiking pants. Okay, we've got a couple of nice sun shirts here. Sleeve protectors. These are what bike racers use, but I put them actually under I put these under these so they keep just a little more sun protection on my forearms so they don't get fried. Okay, there could be some days where it's on the chilly side and it could be rainy. So, you know, we're probably going to be not need these, but we have a thin wetsuit top, thin wetsuit vest, and a Rooster aqua fleece top. Doubt we'll need these, but I'd rather just bring them rather than stress out about it. Okay, life jacket. All kinds of stuff goes in the life jacket. Bars. So we got the good old Costco bars. I'll bring 1 or 2 bars with me out there on the water. Inside the life jacket, I'll bring a bit of stuff. I'll bring a thick pencil to write down my compass headings. I'll bring an eraser to erase the headings between days. I'll bring a cockpit plug. The charter boat does not bring cockpit plugs, and this has actually been drilled out so it's easier to fit on and off. Lip balm, always a good thing. Okay. Almost there. Item 106, a whistle. Okay, there we go, we got a whistle. Bits of thin rope in case something breaks, I have to fix it on the water. Sailing instructions, Ziploc, and then glasses, a watch, gloves, goat tape. This stuff is awesome. It's weightlifter tape. Protects your hands, keeps them from getting blisters. Highly recommended. Okay, and a couple of buffs to wear. Keeps the face protected in addition to sunscreen. 2 of them, one can always be drying. I have a hat with a bump cap. This is a plastic thing with the chums basically sort of half hitched around the back there. And then we have sunscreen as well in a Ziploc, and the Harkin stuff is nice for wiping this stuff off. Some wet ones to clean up afterwards. And all right, we mentioned the reading glasses here. It might be raining. It's always a bummer to work in the rain if you don't have a, it's always a bummer to get rigged up in the rain. So we got light rain jacket, light rain pants. These are just my Fally pants, umbrella. And then if it's lighter and we want to just take something on the water, we have a Frisbee to toss around, should float. And then last but not least, this is my how to set things up. So I've got things like my mast rake, how I set up my my markings as well, and so on and so forth. All right, there you have it. 124 items for Masters Worlds. We'll see if it can all fit. We'll see if it can all be under 50 pounds. Let me know what you think.